Hi, it's Jo Martin here, and I want to take a minute to challenge you with a question that I don't think enough of us who get into the coaching industry really ever give enough thought to, and it's this: do you have what it takes to be a coach? Now, I know that might sound a little jarring because on the whole, frankly, the coaching industry is incredibly supportive and helpful when it comes to people thinking about coaching. I mean, that's what you'd expect, right? For a vocation that's all about helping people create powerful change, you'd want the industry to be fairly supportive of people coming in. But the reality is, here at One of Many, we run a coaching certification program. And while I can't speak for every provider out there, we do tend to turn people away every year who actually don't have what it takes. And don't get me wrong, it's in a really loving way. In fact, it's probably the most genuinely supportive no that you could imagine. But if you don't have what it takes, it could be really out of integrity for you and for us to go forward in that path. And I'm not okay with that. I think we should be playing to our strengths. So let me give you 3 quick signs that our team consider when we're asking, do you have what it takes to be a coach? The number one for us is, are you willing to learn? So coaching overall is a pretty unregulated industry. There's no compulsory training, which means your professional development and training is totally down to you. Learning new things is hard, especially when it's to do with personal development. And frankly, to go through any kind of coaching program, you're going to be looking at your own patterns as well as learning how to coach others, which can be very vulnerable. But if you're not willing to be open and learn, and to know that it's going to be your responsibility to keep learning and to keep growing throughout your career, then it's not going to work. So one of those key things is, are you ready to learn? The second thing we look for is kind of connected to the first, and that is that you need to be willing to look at your own stuff. Learning new things is one thing, but our best coaches are the ones who can open up new possibilities for their clients by showing them the things that they're not aware of, their patterns, their triggers, their blind spots. And you can only do that if you've worked on your own stuff, if you've got some sense of rapport or empathy with what the coaching process is. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't need to have every issue and niggle sorted out and be some kind of optimized robo-woman. It's not that, not at all. But you do need, at the very least, to be able to understand that you've got some stuff going on, some ways in which you're limiting yourself, and you need to always be on board for finding out about what that is and looking to grow. Now, you might be thinking, okay, learning, personal growth, cool. Isn't that all a bit self-focused though, Jo? Isn't that just all about me? That brings me to number 3, which is that if you want to be a coach, you've got to really care about people. Yes, the certification process is absolutely extraordinary when it comes to your own personal growth, but frankly, you're not doing it for you. You're doing it so that you can make a difference to your clients or to those people that you manage. Our coaches are so diverse. We've got coaches who work with women who've experienced domestic abuse, who are reclaiming themselves after rape, coaches who work with mums, with perfectionists, with women who want to master technology, who are small business owners. There are as many different motivations to be a coach as there are people who are being a coach. Your reason will be unique. The amazing thing is, though, the tools that you learn to use do make a difference. They make a huge difference. And when they combine with your amazing compassion and empathy and desire to change, well, that's when the magic really happens, and together we can change the world that way. So that's it. Now I want to know, do you have what it takes? What do you care about so much that you're ready to start the learning journey yourself so that you can actually make that change with others? I'm really interested to know in the comments bit here. I'm really curious to know what's going on for you and looking forward to reading what you share. Do you have this attitude for learning? Do you have that attitude for personal growth? Do you really deeply care about others? If you've got those 3 things, then seriously, do consider coaching. If this has been helpful for you, please do share the video with someone else. Like if you'd like to hear more from us, and let us know for you. What are you up for? What change do you want to make in the world? I'll see you soon.